that figured out the mystery of the creepy man with the black and white camera. But what you guys don't know is who my mystery partner is. You know, some people in the back are saying it's WWF legend Bertha Faye.
What?
What?
You know, some people are saying it's the biggest woman in all professional wrestling, Awesome Kong.
That's a little more likely.
Some people are even saying it's your protege, Mischief.
Could be.
But one thing I will say is you two are in for a big surprise. So let's bring out my partner now.
Who do we have? Mixed tag action here is set. Delirious and Daizee. Oh, whoa, wait a second. Wait a second. Well,
ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sami Callihan's tag team partner, Jon Moxley.
Bruiser, I realize I'm not going to win any investigative journalism awards for this, but that ain't no woman.
I was under the impression that Sami Callihan was going to pick a woman, any woman. You know, we saw him pick Daphne before.
Wait a second, Sammy's got Daizee. Sammy's got Daizee finally, and Delirious interrupting, and as if things weren't bad before. And Delirious is telling Daizee, go to the back. She's not safe. Delirious, you got to admire and commend his efforts to protect and save Daizee Haze, his personal interpreter. But he's going to take on both these men alone. Now, for those fans that aren't aware, Sami Callihan and Jon Moxley are regular tag team partners on the East Coast. They're called the Switchblade Conspiracy, and they're one of those infamous and aggressive tag teams in independent wrestling today. And now Delirious has to contend with them 2-on-1?
I don't see how Delirious has any chance whatsoever now. I do commend him. I'm not a purveyor of violence against women, so I do appreciate that Delirious sent her to the back. But what he did is he signed his own death warrant now. These are two very capable wrestlers who are going to pick Delirious apart, and he has no backup.
That's very true, unfortunately. And Delirious has never been one to call on the help of others and ask for assistance. But
where's he ever been one with common sense?
Well,
let's be honest.
Delirious has never been accused of being a Rhodes Scholar, but he is tough. And he has always done everything in his power to protect Daizee Haze. And for months, dating back to A New Beginning, Sami Callihan has targeted Daizee Haze, and Callihan's been one of the few men to reach through Delirious and get to Daizee Haze. Dropped her on her head with a back suplex. Back, and I believe, yeah, the prior mixed tag team match they had when Callihan teamed with Daphne.
Absolutely. And one of the things that Delirious, through his entire career, has done is he's been a master playing mind games. You might think he's crazy, and he very well might be crazy, but he plays mind games with his opponent and throws him off. And what you're seeing here is Sami Callihan is beating Delirious in his own game. He's taken Delirious out of his comfort zone, outside the box, and is now has Delirious in a position where the Switchblade, what was it?
Switchblade Conspiracy
and Delirious' career right here.
That's very true as well, but Delirious is not only fighting for his career, fighting for his health, he's fighting for the honor of Daizee Haze, and to him that may be the most important thing of all. Can you imagine how sick and perverse a man must be to follow around Daizee Haze with a video camera and tape her?
I mean, what you call sick and perverse, some people out here in this crowd probably call a normal Saturday night.
Oh, please.
But what I'm saying is, you know, it is despicable. But if you're Sami Callihan, and if you want to take Delirious out of IWC for good, it's the smartest strategy that you could have.
Delirious is trying to choke away at Sami Callihan. Notice Delirious, his intentions and attention are not primarily on Jon Moxley right now. They're on Sami Callihan. That's where the months-long issue lies. You can tell Delirious has maybe never detested another athlete in IWC more than he does Sami Callihan. Callihan has done more than anybody to make this about personal lives.
And Delirious has been in there with some of the best. Let's not discredit his experience at all. He's wrestled Matt Sydal, who's now Evan Bourne in WWE, and countless other TNA and WWE superstars, as well as the best in the independent wrestling scene has to offer.
Keep in mind, Delirious, a former two-time Super Indy champion, a very rare feat to accomplish. but he never had to compete in Super Indy at 2-on-1 odds, especially when the two are men as tough, as dangerous as Callihan and Moxley. Keep in mind the hard strikes that are a staple of Sami Callihan's offense. And then you've got Jon Moxley, who's bigger, who's stronger, who's tougher, and apparently just as sadistic.
Apparently so. I've seen both of these men in singles action before. Obviously, Sami Callihan we've seen here for months and months at IWC. I've seen Moxley quite a few times. It's the first time I'm seeing them work together. And if you notice, these two already have that inbred chemistry. They're already talking to each other throughout the ring, and they're already strategizing to take Delirious out. I don't really think Delirious has a hope in this match.
That may be unfortunate but true, as it's hard to discredit the credentials of the Switchblade Conspiracy in tag team competition, let alone 2-on-1. And Moxley, is he going to the mask?
Looks like he is.
And that would be the ultimate insult to Delirious. Not only have they invaded the personal life of Daizee Haze, now they're going to expose the identity of Delirious?
Well, I mean, it's not like Delirious is some Scooby-Doo villain. No one cares what he looks like.
Shoulders down. I care very much.
Really?
Yes. The word on the street is he gets half a lizard. This could be interesting.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
But Delirious, however, does not want to...
5 minutes gone by. 5 minutes.
Doesn't want his facial features exposed, and you got to respect that for whatever reason. Look at the scowl on the face of Sami Callihan. I've never seen this guy in a good mood.
No, you're never going to see Sami Callihan in a good mood. Sami Callihan hates everybody, everything. He's actually told me before that he hates his own family.
You know what? I think the feeling's mutual from at least most of those things he named.
The nickname, the new whore, that was actually what the doctor gave Sami Callihan in the delivery room.
Well, if he was born with that scowl on his face, I can see why.
Moxley, no cover model either. He has a very disturbed look on his face as well. And maybe these two are born from, brothers from another mother or something. But similar style, similar afflection, similar attitude out of both these guys.
And you have to wonder what's going through the mind right now of Daizee Haze. Delirious pretty much forced her. And Delirious with a bit of offense down with a suplex, but there's no one for him to tag and nowhere for him to go. And Daizee Haze has to be a wreck in the back right now, watching on as Delirious gets mauled 2-on-1. And Callihan tagged back in when Moxley was getting into a bit of trouble, and Callihan now measuring Delirious once again. And I'm not sure what Callahan's trying to prove here. I'm not sure what kind of message he's trying to send. If he's trying to take Daizee and Delirious out of IWC or what. But Callihan has certainly done a lot of damage, and it just continues on right now.
You have to commend Delirious for still even being in this match right now. He's definitely fighting, on pure adrenaline and pure pride, if you will. But I spoke too soon.
Delirious with a sidestep and a clothesline. The man from the edge of sanity still has life, still has fire here. Perhaps with nothing motivating him on but the thought of Daizee Haze and the torment she's gone through for weeks. Delirious driven down for a near fall.
I'm not opposed to it, but I have no idea why the referee is letting both men in the ring right now.
That's a very good point.
It's already a handicap match.
Forearm shot. And now Delirious attack from both sides. Nowhere for him to go. Come on, referee, let's do something here. Delirious has no hope at this point.
No, none at all.
Slim just became none with two men in the ring at once. And finally, Sami Callihan goes to the outside, and Moxley now punishing Delirious, bending Delirious back with a chin lock. Should also mention at the moment now that noted professional wrestling photographer Howard Pernat's on the outside documenting this event here. Certainly a lot of luminaries and dignitaries on hand for No Excuses 5.
Well, this has historically been a huge event for IWC. I mean, great things have happened here if you go back over the last couple of years. And I'm sure with the card that we have scheduled tonight, you're going to see some great things tonight. And personally, one of the greatest things that we're going to see happen is the end of Delirious' career. Just my opinion.
Well, that may unfortunately be a fact. These sleeper holds cutting off the blood supply to the brain via the carotid artery right now. If that arm drops 3 times, it's over. Wait a second. Daizee Haze is back out here. against the better wishes of Delirious. Haze is out, willing on Delirious, and Delirious shows signs of life once again. I believe the sight of Daizee Haze gave Delirious an extra shot of adrenaline, and right now trying to battle free, but taken right back into the Switchblade corner.
And let's hope that Delirious, through his better judgment, does not tag in Daizee Haze.
Miscommunication, and Delirious.
And he dunked.
You gotta believe out of necessity, out of hesitation, tag in Daizee Haze, who gets her hands on Sami Callihan finally. The drop kick, the boot, and Callihan. Karma about to catch up with the new horror. Watch Daizee Haze.
Daizee Haze contra to the outside.
And a fly on Moxley. And Daizee Haze, pound for pound.
Done by 10 minutes.
Pound for pound, maybe the toughest athlete we've ever seen here. We've seen her go toe-to-toe with Awesome Kong. And now Delirious, tagged in. Could be time for Shadows over Harold. Down on top of Callihan. The lateral press. Delirious, no! Near fall.
Moxley Sami's partner here, and Daizee Haze is in the lion's den right now. She needs to run away and run away fast, as Moxley is just caught wind.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Moxley, I believe he just blew her a kiss. Could that be the kiss of death? No. Don't you dare do this. That's a woman.
Hey, she put herself in the ring, Dombrowski.
She didn't put herself in a position to be followed around and filmed and videotaped
I'll give you that.
in her privacy. And Callihan, no. We saw Callihan try to use the chair on her at Super Indy 8, and Moxley gonna finish the job, but thank God for Delirious, the chair in the head of Jon Moxley, and that's his disqualification. I don't think Delirious cares about a win or a loss right now. He had to protect Daizee. He had no choice. He had no recourse. And the Switchblade Conspiracy has been run off for now.
But this is definitely not the end of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this contest, as a result of a disqualification, the team of Sami Callihan and Jon Moxley.
Callihan and Moxley victorious via disqualification. And look, you can see it, blowing kisses once again to Daizee Haze. These sick, vile individuals, whatever type of message they're trying to send, whatever type of psychological edge they're trying to get, it certainly worked. But there's going to be hell to pay from Delirious. The most important thing in Delirious' life is Daizee Haze. And the Switchblade Conspiracy have messed with that more than anyone else in this business. Delirious got a